A hardworking student by the name of Lily resided in the thriving metropolis of Zenland. She had consistently achieved academic success and was a student at a prominent university. However, when her final examinations drew near, Lily discovered that she was stressed and anxious beyond the breaking point. She started to feel the strain of expectations and the anxiety of failing. In search of direction, Lily set out to locate a Zen master renowned for their knowledge and capacity to provide peace to disturbed minds. She traveled a long way to reach a serene monastery hidden among lush mountains. She met Master Ryu, a respected Zen master whose teachings are known for their compassion. There, Lily let her heart out as she discussed her exam troubles and the pressure she felt to do well. Master Ryu listened intently, his eyes glowing with comprehension. The teacher gave a kind grin and added, "Lily, true wisdom comes from within. Put your troubles aside and focus entirely on the now. Accept learning as a process rather than focusing just on the result." Lily was first given the 4 study assistance advice by the Zen master. Ryu advised Lily to concentrate on target, revision, technique, and friends when studying for an exam. On target, you must scope the subject. This entails making a tree diagram or other visual representation of what you must study in the subject for each subject for which you must prepare. Students frequently have trouble understanding how a particular subject fits into the bigger picture. The right method to do it is to start by constructing the tree's trunk and branches before thinking about the little elements like leaves. Focusing intently on your flaws is Target's second piece of advice. There is a strong temptation to concentrate on your strengths when you are studying for tests. Focus on your specific areas of weakness. For instance, if you know you are great at arithmetic but terrible at French, there is no use in spending a lot of time on maths or the same amount of time on both subjects. Increase your effort in areas where you fall short. In revision, Lily, my darling, you must first prioritize comprehension. One of the mistakes that students make is to attempt to memorize information solely. Nevertheless, the proper approach to studying is generally to understand information before attempting to memorize it. Essentially, it implies having the ability to explain it to a 5-year-old. If you can't explain it to a 12-year-old, you definitely don't understand it well enough, according to a famous saying by Albert Einstein. After you have understood it, you can begin to commit it to memory. Try active recall to put yourself to the test. We frequently make the mistaken idea that in order to learn something, we must read it or consume it. However, the way memory formation actually operates is to attempt to recover the knowledge from our brain. So after reading anything once, we try to grasp it. Then we test ourselves on what we just read. The likelihood that anything will stick is significantly increased when you test it out on yourself, according to scientific research. Now, that exam technique is a topic. You must take a lot of practice tests. The first important thing to understand is that when it comes to studying for exams, they are actually tests of exam performance rather than knowledge. Because of the way the current educational system is set up, learning is not something that is done primarily for the love of learning. Rather, it is done primarily to pass exams or earn a degree. You should be aware that you are trying to maximize your score in the exam, a game. As a result, taking mock tests is frequently the activity with the highest return. The practice test enables you to practice active recall and the notion of self-testing. Additionally, you are becoming familiar with the types of questions that the examiners pose and the format of the exam. Method number 2. Try to accumulate as many points as you can through coursework. This holds true for many high school and some university courses, but generally speaking, it is a good idea to complete coursework throughout the year that counts towards your final grade, because it can be unsettling to have a final exam that counts for 100% of your grade. The more practice you may acquire with active recalling, a strategy for memorizing, the more likely you are to understand what the subject or examiners want from you. Friends. The first piece of advice is to consciously study with friends. Most individuals avoid doing this because they think their friends would distract them. But what you really want to do is locate a nice group of friends who share your interests and who are all driven to study for the tests at the same time. It's not even necessary to be studying the same thing. Make use of group study strategies such as the Pomodoro technique to study for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. And yes, you might take a little bit of a hit to your productivity, but you will be more motivated when studying with friends because it will make the whole thing much more fun. Intrigued and hopeful, Lily agreed to become Master Ryu's student, dedicating herself to the practice of Zen and mindfulness. Under the master's guidance, she learned to let go of her fears and doubts, focusing on the journey rather than obsessing over the destination. As the exam day approached, Lily felt a newfound sense of confidence and peace. She approached the challenges with a clear mind, trusting in her abilities and the wisdom imparted by Master Ryu. When the results were announced, Lily discovered that she had performed exceptionally well. However, the true victory for her was not the grades themselves, but the personal growth she had experienced throughout the process. Grateful for Master Ryu's guidance, Lily expressed her deepest gratitude. The master smiled and said, "Remember, Lily, exams are merely a reflection of your knowledge at a given moment. What truly matters is the wisdom you gain and carry with you throughout your life." Inspired by her journey, Lily continued to integrate the teachings of Zen into her daily life. She pursued knowledge with a newfound passion and shared the wisdom she had gained with her fellow students. Years later, as a successful professional, Lily remained connected to the monastery and continued her practice of Zen and mindfulness. She never forgot the profound impact of her encounter with Master Ryu, carrying the lessons learned during those transformative days at the monastery for the rest of her life. And so the story of Lily and Master Ryu serves as a reminder that in times of struggle and uncertainty, the practice of mindfulness and seeking inner wisdom can help overcome challenges and pave the way for personal growth and success.